there's a couple things that I want to make sure that we identify. Number one is that we need to make sure that we're in our wheelhouse. Some people don't like to communicate with a raw lead. And if you are that person, make sure you find a person that you can partner with that can help you with that part. Because if you're not willing to make those raw calls, those calls that are going to make you feel a little uncomfortable, if you're not able to communicate with a person in a environment where you don't know them, but you have to kind of draw that information out, then you need to partner with somebody that's going to help you get to that point. Because here's the problem, right? We've heard the statistic that the average online lead by real estate agents is connected with half the time. It's not even a full one time. Literally, half of the leads are not even being touched once, let alone twice, let alone 3 times. So the biggest part to that equation of conversion is consistency, right? And remembering that if they don't answer on the first phone call, we've come into the habit that we call people twice in a row. Why do we call twice in a row? Because everybody in their phone, if they don't know that number, they won't answer. But if it rings twice, there is a periodic point that they will answer. So calling twice, that's a silly thing, but it works so many times. So calling twice, right? But then at the same time, we tend to think that we work 9 to 5 as realtors, right? Because we make our own schedule. Guys, I'm going to tell you all a secret that our leads are communicating after hours and on the weekends. That's when you as a real estate agent need to understand that that's when you can communicate the best with lead opportunities. So understanding that up front and being able to put that into action, I think, is a true benefit. And then the other side is knowing what you're doing, knowing your wheelhouse, knowing, what is your conversion rate? What do you need to work on? So one of my biggest value adds is that I figure out what my team is doing and where they're lacking. If they're lacking in MET conversations, well, what are we going to do to fix MET conversations? How are we going to get more people to show up to the appointment? Because I can book appointments all day long, but if they don't show up, it's still a lost appointment, still lost time. So if I see a conversion drop on our METs, then I need to work on that and figuring out where your details are actually being beneficial. I'm a huge metrics person. I track everything, and I want to make sure that things are happening at the right stage. So, and then last but certainly not least, you have to have the human element. You have to understand that people are human. My kids are often yelling in the background while I'm talking to a lead. Well, guess what? That's going to happen on the other side. They're going to have kids yelling or screaming or tagging on. Understanding that and saying, hey, listen, sounds like you're really busy right now. Give me 2 seconds. I'll text you. Is that easier? Right? Offering solutions to what you know is real. You hear people driving, they're not paying attention to you. They're paying attention to the road, or at least I hope they are, right? So understanding that, listen to what's going on in the background. If you hear a soccer game going on, if you hear something else going on, know that those people are probably distracted and that maybe right now is not the best time to talk to them about, do you want a 4-bedroom or a 3-bedroom?